everyone. I'm Alfred. Welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved. We're still in the middle of 2 Betrayals. Well, we're technically 2/3 of the way in, right? And because I've just run out of health, I don't have much in the way of choice besides just stomping these fools. See, the thing is that this gun sounds awesome. Theoretically, this gun's amazing. But it cannot back itself up. Like, it's so weak. It takes a while to reload. Yeah, if I had a little more health, then I could probably safely get at it. Holy shoot. I could probably safely get the hell out of here before, Wait, there's a guy. Oh, there's a checkpoint. Okay, so I gotta jump in there. God damn it! Okay. Checkpoint. Face front. Okay. Yeah, that was the thing that ended the episode. I was pretty salty about that, to be frank. Dude, do you want to... I guess you're a zombie, that's fair. Normally I'd be like, holy shit, do you not want to react to the fact that there was just a massive explosion behind you? But I suppose that'd be asking too much. These are zombified men. And aliens, for that matter. Can't forget that. Zombie aliens is really cool as a concept. I think that's great. I love that, in fact. Okay. Did I cancel my reload? That's dope, in fact. If true. All right, cool. Can I do it again? Nope. Got 50% battery in this plasma rifle. So we're getting close to the end. 2 Betrayals is one of the later ones. I want to say mission 8. So this is either the last or second to last episode, which might mean that this is actually going to be a shorter LP. The tunnels below. Hey, dude.
Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have failsafe even I can't override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find him, or his neural implants, to start the fusion core detonation. 1 target remaining. Let's take care of the final pulse generator.
Trying to lead this target, but it's not really working out. Hey, yep.
That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final
Excuse me, everyone.
need to destroy is through there.
This really reminds me of Zone of the Enders 2. I think it's because I'm flying through tunnels, you know, stone, rocky tunnels with a lot of ice here and there. Yeah, this reminds me of Zone of the Enders 2. I think it's one of the second to last levels. It's right before you get in the lightspeed thing. Okay. What the fuck? Guess they don't want me to bring you with me, Banshee. I'll carry on your memory. I'll remember you when I do that cool level in Halo ODST where you play as a bunch of ODSTs. This really reminds me of Halo Wars. Can't believe that the... Oh, Jesus. Plasma really chews through those guys, though. There he goes. Uh-oh. 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 I'm the luckiest man to ever live. Pa-boom. Give me that. Thank you. Did his arms get knocked off? That's awesome, actually. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm a big fan of Metal Gear. And in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, you play as a cyborg samurai ninja. He's multi-classed. And, you have the ability to dismember people in combat. Like, you can cut off arms and legs in the middle of combat. Cutting someone in half, well, cutting their head off will kill them instantly, as it does in real life. It's a pretty realistic game, you know. Cutting someone in half will allow you to get their spine, though, and I love that. I mentioned how much I love Fallout, and in fact, I play it through Honest Hearts, and I will be playing through New Vegas. Hey. But yeah, I played through Honest Hearts. I love Fallout. I love limb damage. I love subsystem damage. I think that is a great thing to put into an RPG. And it works well in a shooter, especially one with very large bosses. That's why I also like Dark Souls, Kingdom Death Monster, and while I haven't played it, I assume that I would really like Monster Hunter. Final run. Pulse Gen number 3. Let's just clean one of those in here, huh? Ooh, gross. Brutal. I really love hopping into gun turrets and getting your fucking work started. Wow, that was to be expected. God, look at how I love how this my set of tools, all my grenades and guns, flew in a perfect like direction that way. That was pretty funny. But yeah, here, since we have a long distance to walk and nothing to really talk about, you can notice that above the ammo counter on my gun is a little compass, a little comp. Setting this at night actually might be cooler. Though I can see why they didn't, because it makes it darker while you're trying to figure out where the fuck you're supposed to go. You know, that's a change that I understand and appreciate. Damn, did I get stuck? I didn't hear the catch. Oh man, this game looks like shit, but man, it looks cool. I think that the blind skull would be better if you could still see your gun. That takes care of that, huh? Where did you guys come from? Some men appeared. God, I think we have leftover pizza rolls. I've talked about eating a lot in this series. That's just coincidence. I guess I recorded it on a day where I was hungry. Oh, well. Hugging this wall is pretty reliable. It means that I only have so many vectors of attack to deal with. See, I like taking out key targets to make the infighting harder for them. Because Covenants have superior weaponry. And in some cases, superior numbers. But not superior health, I think. But one thing is for sure. The Flood do not have access. Oh, Jesus. Go, go, Chief, go. The Flood do not have access to turrets. So by taking out the turret, well, it levels the playing field and makes it so that the Flood win. It's interesting. I like that. It's like a Kingmaker scenario. Huh, so you can totally cancel. Yeah, you can cancel reloading animations. That's useful. For those who don't know, a Kingmaker scenario is a scenario wherein you have the ability to choose the next king. It comes from a logic puzzle. The puzzle goes like this. You're holding a gun with, and you can either choose to hit or miss a target. You're standing apart from 3 other guys. One of them has a 33% chance of winning. One of them has a 66% chance of winning, and the other one will hit. What do you do to make sure that you're the last one standing? And the accepted answer is shoot your gun into the air. You know, choose to miss. Because most people would be like, oh, I would shoot the guy who has 100% accuracy. Wow, that's not really good against them. Interesting, because even this will chew through them. You serious, dude? Oh my god, it slid all the way over here. Anyway, yeah, so the accepted answer is to shoot your gun into the air. The reason that you do this is that if you shoot the guy who's definitely going to hit his target, you who have the ability to 100... Oh god, Jesus. You who have the ability to 100% hit your target will probably be shot at next. That. Do you see Chief fucking flipping switches? That was rad. You know, it's not necessarily a fact that you will hit your target, but you can choose to hit. But the thing is, if you weren't sure that you're going to hit, you might not want to take it. So the thing is, taking out one of the big strong threats means that the next big strong threat will shoot at you. So they'll shoot at each other, is the theory. That's basically the idea with that thought process, is that you'll just not go, even though you have the ability to go first. You just make a choice to not move. Which, you know, even if you don't make a choice, you have still chosen something. Wow, yeah, this isn't very effective against them. I was excited to get a sniper rifle, but it's not really doing its job here. Where am I supposed to go? I do not know. Oh, there we go, there we go. And now I just gotta get to them. Which is the issue, isn't it? Get in the plane. Get into space. Get into plane. Get into space. Get in dum. Anyway, so yeah. By you not going, people will shoot at each other, which means that you can mop up the stragglers. And if at all possible, you know, win, because the last guy is the dude who only has 33% chance to hit. Whereas you can choose to hit him or miss. And so why would you just choose to hit him, you know? Just do that. The reason it's called the Kingmaker is because you are the Kingmaker in this. You choose who becomes king. And Kingmaker has been turned into a term that's used to describe unfavorable scenarios for the player, where you still must make a choice.
Target neutral. Let's get out of here.
Okay, cool. I did it. But yeah, unfavorable scenarios where you still must make a choice. So you essentially choose who...
There's a teleportation grid that runs
Oh yeah, let me
around
turn this
the
up.
ship. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once.
Do it.
Keys. Stage a 1 cyborg assault on a Covenant ship.
The Covenant network is absolute chaos. From what I've been able to piece together, their leadership ordered all ships to abandon Halo when they found the Flood, but they were too late. The Flood overwhelmed this cruiser and disabled it. The Covenant are terrified the Flood will repair the ship and use it to escape from Halo. They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the Flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. I've got a good lock on Captain Key's CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact.
Alive is
There's
kind of
some
a given
interference from the
thing here,
cruiser's
though,
damaged
isn't it?
Reactor. I'll bring us in as close as I can.
Like, you can't die when the Flood are around, so...
Oh, I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Right. Sorry.
Goddamn Cortana. All right, let's keep going. So we're at a Kingmaker. Kingmaker is where... Oh, and this is just reused assets from the keys...
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
Oh, so he is, in fact, a Zambambo. Don't worry, I'll save you, Grunt. Nice. Anyway, I've been trying to get this out for minutes now. But a Kingmaker is where you have the ability to choose who's going to win a fight that doesn't concern you. So, like, say there's two guys in a fight, and you have 0 chance of winning. Well, it doesn't matter if you lose or win, because ultimately, not a fight. Let's say, like, the game. Like, there are some guys in a fight.
Analyzing damage.
Oh, shit. I try to stop. Oh, is this right? Interesting. Oh, wow, it looks really different here. I feel like I'm just going to drop into the void, though.
Let's get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship.
So anyway, say, like, let's give an example. Monopoly is a really good one. There's 2 players in the lead. And you have to grab money from one of them. You know, this is a bad example, actually. And the thing is, grabbing money won't make you win. It is the thing you're supposed to do in game terms, you know? But it won't make you win. You have no chance of winning the overall game, even if you win that battle. But whoever you go after will lose,
Gravity then.
along with you. And whoever you don't go after will win the game overall. Wow, that's cool. Oh, we got hunters too. Hey guys.
The crash did more damage than I coolant leakage rate is significant. The ship's reactor should already have gone critical.
It's something that you want to avoid when designing games of your own. You want to avoid kingmaker scenarios. And actually, Halo involves a pretty significant kingmaker scenario. Sorry that I took so long to fucking spit it out. But yeah, because, like, most of it is humans versus Covenant, and humans aren't going to win. But then it becomes, the Flood enter into it. Pistol with one bullet. Nice. But yeah, anyway, after it's, humans and Covenant and Flood, humans are then placed into a Kingmaker scenario where they can kind of use the Flood.
That's our way back in.
Nice. Oh god. I got like hung up there for a sec. That was weird. But humans can use the Flood. They never intentionally use the Flood because that's like evil as fuck. Fucking elite unit. God, and again, that moment of just the pistol clicking. I'm dry. I'm running out here, man. But yeah. The Kingmaker scenario that humanity gets into is more analogous to the one that I discussed earlier, where it's like, who are you gonna shoot? Because humanity uses it to end up winning overall. So yeah, hold position that's the same animation from before. It was even the same mission.
We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
All in all, this is a pretty decent example of reused assets. Because, you know, this one bugs me a little more though. Covenant Battle.net's a mess. It's talking about how Hong Kong should be free. Gotta put a stop to that, says Blizzard. God damn you, Blizzard. Yeah, this is the same level. See, it bugs me because you have the earlier one where you go through the level and then you go through it again backwards. And unlike the level we just played, Two Betrayals, where you go through a significant portion of the game backwards, for a lot of it, you have vehicles to make sure that you do it faster, as well as the addition of new enemies like the Flood. But by this stage in the game, the Flood is... well, we know what the Flood is. They're not, like, super common. I mean, they're not uncommon, I should say. Honestly, I can't think about this game going any other way, though. But yeah, the reuse assets here just kind of get on my nerves. But, like, this game was not developed with a massive budget, because Microsoft was like, we'll give you the chance, but, you know, we're not going to stick our necks all the way out. But when this game was named, like, best game of all time, game of the year, most important shooter since Half-Life, most important shooter since Doom... you know, they got a little more credit from Microsoft, and Bungie was given more budgets to develop Halo 3 and Halo 2. Oh? Oh, you can't ride them? That sucks. Give me that. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just bitching about the asset reuse and how it's just kind of tacky. Because this is a level that we already went through once, and then again backwards. And now we're going through it a third time with Flood in it. And it just, I don't know, I don't think it's enough. Maybe it'll get cooler later, though. I have only just started. Being in the little swamp pits were cool. I like the green water. That was rad. But yeah, I mentioned earlier that I thought it was kind of strange about how, you know, you'd think that Halo 1 would be all about this Covenant versus human war, but like it's so 2000s and tacky. And like in Reach it has so much more nuance and it's cooler. But I'm honestly not sure if that's just because Reach is written better or if it's because Reach has things that came before it. Because Reach, you know, is a prequel and because it had games that took place, or sorry, games that came out before it, you know, it has more polish. I'm just not sure if, you know, what the factors are here. But like adding the flood into here adds, you know, even more world building. It adds, you know, way more enemy types. I still stand by what I said, though. I think that this game has a lot going on, and that might be a lot to ask for a newcomer. Because if you play them in the proper order, which is to say, you ignore Halo Wars ever came out or existed, and then you play Reach and then Combat Evolved, you get an introduction to the Covenant, and then you see Brutes come in, yada yada, all that.
He's delirious. In pain. We have to find him.
Yeah, sure he is. Is Cortana this naive? Holy shit. We got hunters. Oh, uh-oh. Keeping Famine on is a good decision, I think. I feel good about it, at least. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, cool. Somebody rip that off your arm there. Is somebody up with the music? Is it supposed to sound like this? Give me your gun now. But yeah, I think having the flood here, while busy, it lets this game have a little more going on. Like, there are some games where, like, they have short, simple stories. And, like, that's fine for them. That's what the game's wanted. That's what they're supposed to be. That's developer intent. You know, like Devil May Cry 3. But Devil May Cry 3 doesn't have nearly as much stuff going on in this game. Like, with Devil May Cry 3, there's barely any world building. The only, like, source of world building in Devil May Cry 3 is really that, or in Devil May Cry in general, is that hell exists, Jesus was a demon. Yeah, that's kind of it. Everything else is pretty standard. Nice. I'll take that. So, on a different topic here, is Cortana really this fucking stupid? Like, was she not programmed with knowledge of zombie movies? Like, she's got a guy who's like, don't come find me. I don't know what I'll do. Oh, we've got to go get him. No, really, don't come find me. I'm in this ship with a bunch of zombies. What possibly could have happened to me? Oh, we better go find. We better hurry up and find him quicker. Like, what does Cortana think's going to happen here? This place is full of flood. Like, flood are everywhere. There's almost no Covenant. And he's still alive somehow, even though there are no other humans alive. How is he even still here? Why is he still here? Last we saw him, he was with the guys that got attacked by the flood. He better be infected, because I hate Keyes. I've talked about it already, but I don't like him. And if Keyes did something cool in the last few hours of this game to redeem himself, I would have been like, oh, cool, I like Keyes now. I have changed my mind. He has not, and I still hope that he gets killed. The captain. I wonder what... Do you think he'll be a Zambo?
The captain, his vitals are fading. Please, Chief, hurry.
Okay, I was going to ask, why would Chief not be hurrying? But then again, I'm controlling Chief. If anyone wants to see the captain dead, it's me. Okay. Those are moments in a shooter that I love. Some shooters like Half-Life have it so you... I don't know why this can open, but this one doesn't. But yeah, some shooters like Half-Life have it so whenever you swap a gun out, whenever you switch a gun, it is just reloaded. And sometimes that's a bug, but like I much prefer, I really like the moment of time to reload everything in my pockets, you know? Those are moments that I think are cool. It also means that you either have to figure out how to reload multiple guns in the middle of a firefight, or you have to, you know, use this gun until it's empty, and then use another gun until that's empty. And then you just have to have that conversation of how to reload a gun in a firefight later. Holy shit. That's pretty extreme. Is that a grave mine from Halo 3? I guess it's not that big yet, but we'll talk about those later. God.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them.
No shit, huh?
We can't let the flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do.
Yeah! Get him!
It's done. I have the code.
Holy shit, that was super
We need to get
radical.
back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
Oh my god. Look at that. What is that? Oh wow, you can't even see it here. See, now this shotgun is a little more in line with what I would expect with... My friend John's playing pizza. Nice. I hope he's having a good time. This gun is way more in line with what I would expect from a shotgun from the future. I've bitched about it in the past, but... Oh wow, I could have just walked backwards? Cool. You know, how is it possible that a shotgun in the year 2552 is worse than a modern-day Earth shotgun? I'm still mad about it. Still mad about it, you know? We've all got our torches to burn, and this is one of mine. I am mad about it. I'm gonna be mad about it. I'm gonna continue to be mad about it, in fact. Let that be a lesson to you. And again, we have this thing where in the midpoint of a level, we get to Keys. Actually, in the midpoint of this exact same level, we get to Keys. And then we turn around and start going the other way, I guess. Turn this up for you, though.
I forgot something. What did I... My name. I forgot. Oh, Keys. Jacob. Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. What is that noise? What is that damn noise? Where am I?
Safety, dude. You're shooting right past your friend. I don't know.
Covenant captured me, didn't they? Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, God. The way it's like pouring into his brain, that's gross.
Keys, Jacob.
That's cool.
Oh, God, it hurts. This will never work, you Covenant bastards. I'll never lead you to Earth. Keys, Jacob, Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. Oh, God. You don't want Earth. You want everything. Get out of my head.
That is the grave mine. That's the voice.
Miranda, is that you?
Forget everything.
No, please. Don't let me forget. Keys. Jacob. Captain. Service number.
Jacob.
1928-19912-JK.
No more what you were. Memories. Emotions. All is now ours.
Wow. That's kind of rad.
Keys. Jacob. Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. You will not have me.
We already do.
That's kind of rad. Okay. Keys has kind of won me over a little. Just because, you know, that's cool. Actually, how loud is that? I'll turn that a little more. That cutscene's pretty grotesque. Good job on that, I think. Weird. I still think he's a piece of shit, though. You know, boring character, but anyone resisting mind control has a little of my respect. Holy sh! What in God's name was
I
that?
need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
Okay, so the Flood come in, but I'm just gonna ignore them and go this way. Oh, hey guys, why don't you infight, in fact? So, I literally just put together that Keys is the father of Miranda Keyes from Halo 3. For whatever reason, I didn't put those together. Probably because Miranda Keys isn't too important. Although she is one of the very rare important female characters in Halo, and like I literally complained about them not being very common, and I just forgot about Miranda, so that's on me, you know. Still not a lot of important female characters in Halo. There's maybe one per game. Not my cup of tea, I guess. I still like the rest of Halo, though. Give me that, thank you. And that, thank you. Right. Ugh. That's really gross. So the grave mind I talked about. Yeah, so that's just the hive mind that runs the flood. It is surprisingly sapient and sentient. And self-aware. And intelligent, for that matter. The grave mind is really very... It thinks. I'll say that much. Its acuity is pretty surprising, considering it's just a big hunk of meat. But then consider, it's literally the brains of everything it's ever consumed ever at all. Nice. Like, it's all of those brains gooshed together. That's why it's such a threat. Because it knows all of that. I hope this is the right way. Oh, yeah, there's that track. Oh, sweet, sweet music. I'm going to clear these guys out just a little bit because I don't want to have a hairy takeoff. Hairy takeoff would be an awesome porn star name. Wow. That's a fucking field goal. How about we do one of these then, huh? See you later, fuckers.
Grab one of the escort banshees and use it to return to the Pillar of Autumn.
Way ahead of you, Cortana. Nice. Turn that back up. The maw. Oh, man. This ought to be good. And the horse you rode in on. This is the last level. This is going to be the last episode. Wowzers. Yeah, dang. Shorter LP than I anticipated, but that's okay. Oh, man, dude. Seeing the Pillar of Autumn here like this, it really reminds me of Reach. Because it looks like a glass planet over here. And also, this is the first level backwards. Which means that, or I don't know that it is, to be sure, but I imagine that this is just going to be the first level backwards. Or at least a bunch of assets from there.
This thing is falling apart.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
I do like John 117. I've got to say, I do enjoy a good Master Chief. All right. I'm going to take a little break in recording here, but I'll be back, and this is the last episode, so buckle your pants. Get ready. I am. Hey, everyone. I'm Alfred. I'm doing this intro like it's a new episode, but it isn't. So, took a little break, turned on some skulls. Bandana gives me infinite ammo. People told me to try this one. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Alright, go time. Destroy Halo before Halo destroys all life in the galaxy. Oh, I wanted to mention, originally that the mission Keys says retrieve Keys' skull in the tooltip for what that mission's about, which was changed to go on a one cyborg rampage in this version, I believe. Which is interesting because Chief is not really considered a cyborg by many. He's only referred to as a cyborg in this game. Which is technically true. He is a cybernetic organism, but, you know. Did we already watch this? I totally can't remember if we watched this or not. Ah, what the hell. It's a good cutscene. Why not?
This thing is falling apart.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Fantastic.
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can use the captain's neural implants to initiate an overload.
Wow, yeah.
The explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
So yeah, as I mentioned, the last third of the game is the first half backwards. Adding the flood in makes it interesting, though. Oh. I see. So this is what they meant by bandana. That intrigues me. Oh man, this track is awesome. Oh yeah, double explosion size, right. Bandana, huh? Word? Okay, let's go. See, this game actually suffered a lot of budget cuts and pushbacks. A lot of confusion. Holy shit, that is a huge explosion. Holy Jesus. Oh, man. So can I? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, hopefully didn't really go according to plan there. I get turned around every time, damn it. Oh boy. Okay. See, there's a lot of things in Combat Evolved that are actually just really kind of weird, actually. Like things that they didn't keep consistent for later games. There was a alternate reality game that I was reading about. For those who don't know, an ARG or alternate reality game. Wow, just fucking pancaked them into the wall, huh? An ARG or an alternate reality game is essentially a way to generate hype for a game before it comes out. But specifically, that hype involves a lot of like obfuscated and obscure shit. So like for the game Overwatch, there was a cryptography. Yeah, there was a cryptography. Okay. Jesus. There was a cryptography-focused ARG. So, like, through tweets and other hidden things, you would be able to find certain hidden messages that you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. Whoa, that's just a regular elite. And so there was a ARG for Halo called the Cortana Letters. So the Cortana Letters, kind of show the game's age a little bit. Prior to making Halo, this company, Bungie, worked on a different series, a different franchise rather, called Marathon. And you know how Halo is only an Xbox game and now only Windows and Xbox? Yeah, Marathon was in fact Mac exclusive. Is that what I think it is? Grunt with a few rod cannon. It was. So yeah, that's what Bungie did prior to Halo. They did Mac only games, and those games also have Space Marines and AI.
Days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question, really.
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous! That you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge? Weren't you worried it might be captured or destroyed?
Well, I mean, they are, but they have
My
protocols
data
for it.
arrays, a local tab.
You can't imagine how exciting this is to have a record of all of our lost time. Human history, isn't it? Fascinating.
Yeah, Cortana in the Cortana Letters is a little more evil, willing to, do bad shit for the greater good.
Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization. To think that you would destroy this installation as well as this record. I am shocked. Almost too shocked for words.
He started a self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win. Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless and...
At least I still have control over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why... Okay, I'm coming with you. Chief, Sentinels!
So that means that, the last mission and a half were all pointless. Because if we just went in there and threw one grenade into it, it would have been the same as starting the countdown after reclaiming Keith. What's his name? Keys' fucking shit. So is there still glass here? There isn't. There isn't glass. There's no glass! So yeah, that essentially just means that we could have skipped doing the mission keys.
The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. We should be able to get to the engine room through there.
But yeah, Mad or Evil AI are still a part of Halo after, you know, the changes. But now Cortana is a more obviously heroic figure. And we have Guilty Spark. Originally his name was 342 Guilty Spark, which is weird because it's not a multiple of 7. And I believe to get it to be 343, they had to edit the voice clips that they had already recorded, because they already recorded all those lines as though it was 342. However, that ended up making his voice sound even more robotic because it had a repeated voice line, you know? Because even me saying 343, it's obvious that there's different intonations on each 3 in 343. Whereas editing that and changing it means it's a little more robotic, which I like. That's cool. One of my earbuds here. Yeah, the version of the game that we're playing, the final version that went to release for the Xbox, that version got completed in about 5 months. Because, like I said, they had so many changes and restarts in development, and so much like got fucked up with it that, yeah, the final version of the campaign, I should say, had to be restarted from scratch and was completed in 5 months, which is impressive. Not even Obsidian does 5 months for a game. Granted, the engine and writing were both already done, but, you know. Oh, here we go. Get down from there, you son of a gun. See, this is also the only Halo game with ladders. Every other game just uses gravity lifts. And you might have seen a few... Well, actually, you would have. There's a few gravity lifts to get, you know, on things, because ladders kind of suck. And, like, gravity lifts are more intuitive, because, like, it's a thing. It exudes energy. That energy goes up. If you get on it, the energy will push you upwards. You know? It's pretty logical. I turned on Bandana because I wanted to see how the skull works, and I also wanted to go through a shotgun rampage for the last mission. Yeah, usually people really don't like reused assets or reused levels, but like people actually really enjoy some of the levels in this game. Despite the fact that they're, you know, hacked together out of the first half of it. Like, the only mission that people really dislike is the library, because it's really hard. And, like, even playing through it on easy, I could see, yeah, it is. I've gone the wrong shagging way. That reminds me, Cortana was also supposed to be British. That's why she says sod off to Guilty Spark. Which is, you know, a very American thing to say, naturally. But yeah, she was designed to be British. So making Cortana British and evil makes way more sense than her just being either or. Yep. Scoot your fucking ass up there. Chief? Chief, work with me. All right. Jesus. That's a... What are you gonna do with all that power? Kind of playing peekaboo with a shotgun here. The shotgun is one of the more dangerous things to play peekaboo with. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, originally, in that like video flashback we saw, the song that Sergeant Johnson is listening to is supposed to be... Oh, here we go. The song Sergeant Johnson's listening to is supposed to be actual licensed music. I think it's Painted Black, or Fortunate Son or some shit. But they couldn't get the rights.
100,000 years of careful maintenance and diligence. 100,000 years protecting the galaxy's future. 100,000 years spent fearing that our sacrifices, my sacrifice, was in vain. And 16 hours after I finally made contact. This so-called reclaimer decides to blow it all up. Oh, I am not pleased. Just as I finally discovered that our plan to save the galaxy succeeded, the ancient enemies unleashed once more. Why these reclaimers refuse to follow protocol is quite mystifying. Destroy my installation, will they? I shall renew efforts to make contact with the other rings immediately. This covenant may be useful to me, although I don't think they fully understand what they claim to seek. Still, it makes no difference to me what they believe, as long as they do what must be done. I sound like her. Oh, but what I would not give to have even a single company of Prometheans here right now. Oh, they would most certainly restore order with their trademark lethality. Although, that would mean he would have to be here too. And without the library...
Is that the boss of Halo 4
that... Rage,
what's his fucking... or Diadect or something?
These reclaimers might almost prefer the blood.
So yeah, that's what Halo 4 I think is about. You think? I don't know. Wow, so yeah, you can just spam grenades everywhere. Of course, they're extra deadly grenades. Man, so Lasso and Halo can't be that bad then. Like, I feel like friendly fire or accidental suicides is going to be the main issue in Halo 1 Lasso. Because with bandana on, you know, you can just keep creaming grenades everywhere. And with all the explosion ones on, you're going to throw shit all over the place. Like, enemies aren't going to be able to path to their weapons. Weird game time, honestly. Click, click, click. Like, one of the issues with Halo is that the famine. One of the issues with Lasso is that the famine skull requires you to be constantly switching weapons, and so you can't get complacent ever. And in fact, you always have to be completely vigilant about what you're using because, you know, every bullet counts. But by putting on that, like, Every bullet explicitly doesn't count.
Over there.
We got grunts. Cool. See, now it's just a matter of using caution with my grenades. Very sorry, sir. Alright, there we go. Something about hunters, because they're literally always showing up in pairs, I feel like you never get a surprise for them, you know? Like, there's this awesome moment in... Well, I was going to say in video games, but I can think of a specific. In God of War 4, there's this fantastic moment where, you know, it's a Norse mythology game, you know, a lot of Beowulf shit. And so as you're playing through Tyr's Temple in God of War 4, that's fun, actually. The arrows make sense here. But yeah, as you're playing through Tyr's Temple, boom. You see a boss named Grendel, and it's like, oh shit. And then, you know, the name is Grendel of the Ashes. And then a second Grendel shows up, and I think it's called Grendel of the Frosts or something. And like, it's this amazing moment of like, oh shit, it's getting real. You know, and that's cool. But with hunters, as soon as you learn that they are, you know, literally societally and specially bound to be in pairs, like their species works on significant pair bonds of the gecko colonies. It's, you know, it's never going to be a surprise. Now, granted, I do actually prefer that they keep the world building there, because, like, the idea that the gecko both make colonies and have significant pair bonds is interesting. Because then each individual colony becomes something like a person. And it just, you know, it's a new way of looking at it. That dude is flapping his fucking arms at me. But yeah, it's interesting. I like it. It's cool. Hello, beautiful. I like that. I like that it has a little pull tab on it. I think that's kind of cute. Holy shit. Oh, jeez. Those are zombie elites with active camo on. That's not allowed. You can't do that. Jesus, this is really cool. Oh, man. Invisible zombies, huh? Wow. All right. So armory's this way, but we're going to engineering. Honestly, I wouldn't... I've talked about game development in the past. Light fuse, run away. Because, you know, I have an interest in game designing and game development. It's why I talk about a lot of things that aren't just, you know, like, hey, this is why this shotgun works. You know, this is why this is cool.
Engine room located.
This is, you know, discussing not just matters of balances, but also psychology, you know?
Alert. The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactor. damage to destroy Halo. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. First, you need to pull back the exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary drive port.
Alright, first, pull down the thing and expose the shaft. Yeah, I've talked about, you know, not just game design ideas and doctrines, as well as psychology. Wait. Get back here, you motherfucker. I guess I don't kill him yet. I know for a fact that he does die in a later game.
Required specifications.
In case anyone was worried. Are we doing jumping puzzles? Or no, just...
Please.
Interesting.
Surrender the construct, and I will endeavor to make the necessary
Nice. Jeez, oh Pete. Get those in there. Shit. God, Jesus, help me. All right. Easy.
Good! Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic containment field surrounding the fusion cells. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance. Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1 destabilizing. Use explosives on the other
Oh,
three
shit.
reactors. That should be enough to trigger a wildcat explosion of the engine.
So a nuclear reactor and a nuclear bomb aren't the same thing. And like, I guess the I guess it's like a thing that comes into people's heads because like, well, Chernobyl exploded and that was pretty bad, right? And that was a nuclear thing. But like, yeah, they're different things.
surrender the construct, so that we may.
Honestly, now that I've like slept on it, I was talking earlier about how I think it's kind of weird that the Covenant is, or no, that the Flood and the Covenant are included here, considering that like no one gives a shit about the Covenant after the Flood show up, and the Flood kind of stop becoming important at some point. But now that I've given that some thought, jeez, oh Pete. Dude. Oh. Anyway, now that I've given that some thought, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a little better. It is kind of nice just to see the Flood here. Am I doing it? What did I just break in here for a sec? Halo's always been kind of weird about its boss fights and stuff. Like, and a lot of times, you don't even get the boss fight. Where did this lead? This is a dead end. Like, in some cases, the boss is just a big ship or something. And you have to fight it on foot instead of fighting it with like, big guns. Because like if you were to fight some of the bosses with a vehicle, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, like Halo also has you run away from things a lot. So can I just hop down here? Oh, you can go all the way through here even. This really reminds me of an area in Doom 4.
That did it! The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship. We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac. Accessing schematics. There's a service lift at the top of the engine room. It leads to a Class 7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
Is there like a timer that's going to show up? Like, is this going to become the Resident Evil game it always wanted to be? So actually, I wanted to mention this. I called out its homage to Aliens here and there, but as it happens, there's literally a wiki page that lists all the homages to Aliens in the whole series. Most of them are in the first game. Just because, like, yeah, this dev team loves Aliens. I'm alive. Sorry for grunting and hooting like a monkey. Guilty Spark honestly reminds me of, like... He makes me feel like a dog, you know? Well, I guess that solves that little problem. Jesus. Jesus. I took my hand off the mouse and fucking itched my face a little bit. Yeah, he makes me feel like a dog. Like... Oh, man. Like, all he's doing is running away. And all that's doing is making me more angry. It's making me madder, you know? So, like, it's just gonna be worse for you when I get to you. The grunts, right. The grunts, the grunts, the grunts. Like, there's a staggering amount that can be solved with prodigious application of a rocket launcher. Just making sure that it's not going to drop out from under me. Could you close a little quicker, please? Gotta say, human engineering is pretty impressive.
Come in, Echo 419. Roger, Cortana. I'm Regent 555.
That's 25.
Autumn's engines are going critical, Bowhammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at external access junction 4C as soon as you get my signal. Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay? Negative. We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage want.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now.
Oh. Okay.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate.
God damn it.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate.
What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Like, if I just walk a little too...
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now. Activating final countdown timer.
Okay, Jesus, thank you.
Engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 million degrees. Don't be here when it blows.
I kind of figured that that would be the case on account of, you know, its explosion. Oh yeah, so human vehicles can't actually be destroyed, I think. Just the power of human engineering, I guess. Also, in traditional Halo style, get your ass in a Warthog and get the hell out of here. Because they do this in Halo 3 as well. And a little bit in ODST. But yeah, by not having a boss fight, like, we don't have a fight with Guilty Spark. At least not in this game. All we have is we just gotta drive the fuck out of here before shit goes down. I love this. I love moments like this, though. Like, this was great in Halo 3, and I'll talk about it then as well, because I got some good memories about it. And this is great now. I love this. I can't imagine what this looks like in Lasso. Oh god, I've Austin Powers it. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Oh, Jesus. Going for... I was literally thinking for a second there, like, oh, this is kind of easy. And then that moment happened. Now it's getting proper exciting. 4 minutes. Cortana says shit about this. It's gonna be something. Have I gone in a circle? I feel like this is just gonna be one long racetrack, right? Are there? Uh-oh. Are there vehicular combat maps in the newer Halos? I don't remember there being any from the other ones. And like some maps like Valhalla are just so big and large that they allow you to have they give you vehicles to make it a little easier on you to get across. But like are there game types where it's like, all right, red team Warthog, blue team Warthog, go, you know, and just 3 guys versus 3 guys and all of them have a Warthog? Oh fuck. Yeah, please get out of the way. Dude, I don't know if you guys heard, but a million degrees Fahrenheit, I think. Something like that. Which I believe is a couple, I think that's hotter than the core of the sun. Which seems a little impossible, if you ask me. I'm not a science major currently, but... Woo! Doing trick shots on my way out. Land it. Chief. See, these are the moments where I would really appreciate someone having my back. Because if someone can just get in the driver's seat that much quicker, that'd be great.
Wait,
This
stop.
is cool.
This is where Bowhammer is coming to pick us
Oh boy.
Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade. I'm hit. Mayday. Mayday. Everyone back to the hell. I can't hold her.
Oh man, not
Echo
Foehammer.
419. She's gone. Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory shows 1 longsword fighter still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it.
Uh-oh. Oh, shut your mouth. All right.
She's
We're
gone.
back. I just did the whole run again.
Calculating alternate escape route.
A lot smoother this time, but, you
Ship's
know.
inventory shows 1 longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now,
And then
we
I
can
just
make it.
scooted ahead to avoid the explosions from outside. Right. So I have to do the whole thing. Honestly, it wouldn't have added too much time to it. This is already going to be like an hour and a half. And that's like a 3-minute run. Then again, now that I say, I actually did fuck up the explosion trick at the beginning. Or just kind of bombed it. Oh yeah. Play that funky music, Marty. Fuck you. God damn it. No, don't tell me. Oh. What? In God's name. Okay, go. Just go. Just go. Alright. Get those bongos going. What the hell happened? I really want to get an action figure in Chief. I don't have one. I mentioned that I need to like go to my dad's basement and loot it for all the Halo action figures that I left down there, but I don't have one of Chief. I want to get one of Chief in the... Because Chief honestly has such a really good design. Like, it's so simple. I'm recording, right? Okay, I am. Yeah, Chief's design is so simple. Because the thing about the Mjolnir armor is that his armor is customized, but in the case of Chief specifically, it's gonna be a problem, isn't it? In the case of Chief specifically, he has nothing specific to him on it. Like, it's all stock, you know, it's all the default green stuff. Oh man, oh man. Just reset it. Take it back to 0. So yeah, on the earlier one, when you first spawn in, it says 1.5 kilometers, and here it says 1.3 at the start. So that appears to be accurate. So yeah, you make a drive that's like, I think that's almost a mile, in fact. And like, I think that's radical. I think making like, because this chapter is meant to be like this big dramatic escape. Now what explodes? Okay. You good? Got it down to under a kilometer. Oh, there's little grunts. Oh, shit. You motherfucker. That grunt died, and because I turned Grunt Funeral back on, a grunt that dies no matter what will just explode, but that one just got hit by a passing explosion that only was able to reach him because I also turned on the thing that doubles the size of every explosion. I'm being hoisted by my own petard here. All of this is my fault. I'm making a mockery of this, and of us, and of this. Kind of hoping that I get a clear enough. I see blue explosions, and that's typically what signifies a grunt going on. Yeah, anyway, so like, one of the things about Chief is that he knows how to field strip and repair his own armor. But the pieces of it are rare because it's all made uniquely for him. You know, it's all Mjolnir armor. So what's a guy to do? Well, that could be a problem. Oh! Yo. I had given up because I thought, oh, it's over. Nah, man. Swell of the music. Oh, man. Fucking keep that lead foot down, Chief. You can do it, John.
That's the ship. Move! We need to get aboard now!
Minute and a half. Wait, is a longsword the ship that you play on in Halo Reach? Yo, we did! Holy shit, I've just realized that I didn't turn it down after the cutscene. So all of that has been at maximum volume. I'm sorry, everyone.
We're cutting it close.
Here we go.
Chief's armor is actually looted from his dead brothers and sisters. Ripfo. Firearms are so cool. Like, she does her job. Resolute professional, you know?
Shut them down. We'll need them later.
Yeah, when you're at this, you can just coast, you know? Because there's no atmosphere. I assume there's no atmosphere in the middle of Halo.
Fancy a look?
Wow.
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. Just dust and echoes.
Dust and Echoes, I hate that
We're all
guy.
that's left. We did what we had to do for Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
So if you hack that cutscene to leave the camera where it is, when Chief takes off his helmet, there is an identical helmet underneath it. Because Chief doesn't have a body under there. His model is just the armor. Imagine the alternate universe where Halo didn't blow up. You know, it didn't evolve combat. And the Xbox didn't sell at all. And Halo went nowhere. You know, it was just this weird game that people remember from the original Xbox. The way that people remember like a Blue Stinger or something. It's like, oh yeah, that game on that console that like no one had. Wow. There we go. Whew. But like, imagine that line, like in those shitty live action movies where it's like, I think we're just getting started. Like at the end of Dragon Ball Evolution, where they're like, now we've got to find the Dragon Balls all over again. Like imagine that alternate universe, where we see, where he's like, we're just getting started. Halo 2 canceled. Oh, man. Killed a lot. Oh, that's it. Wow. Wow. That was really good. I really liked that. So obviously, I'm going to be doing more since, you know, I've started this. I will finish it. So. That was Halo Combat Evolved. That was the first Halo. That's everything. It's all over now. You know, originally that game was just called Halo, and that's what Bungie refers to it as internally. The reason that it's called Combat Evolved is because Microsoft was worried that it wouldn't sell enough. So they're like, you got to put a subtitle on there. That's not going to fly unless you put a subtitle on there. So they They put a subtitle on, and it's Combat Evolved. And in fact, Microsoft is the one who came up with that. So, yeah. Whew, boy. Good game, dude. Good fucking game. I like the look of it. I like the vibe, the aesthetic. All of it is great. That was all a really good experience. It's a little rough in places, as I discussed, but it is a great place to start. Now, this is the third Halo game we've played, which means that in terms of starting, we're a little ahead of the curve. But we're going to be doing ODST after Halo 2, and Halo 2 is next. So we're going to be doing them in chronological order. So, I'll see you guys next time. This has been Halo Combat Evolved. Thanks for coming. Had a lot of fun. I've been Alfred. See you guys later. Bye.